Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to this live. We have another Just the Tip Tuesday coming in hot, and I'm so excited for this one. It's something that I work really closely with my clients on, and it's how to work out in a hurry. Now, I don't want that to be perceived in the wrong way, but what I am really passionate about is that we shouldn't be having to slave away on these machines and slave away at the gym for hours on end. For me, I have a life. We all have busy things going on, and so if we can get the same result in a shorter amount of time, quickly in and out, then I think that's a win. I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comments below if you're all for that. So, Just the Tip Tuesday, 6 ways to speed up your workout. Jumping right in, we'll just get going. There's a full article that I'll post so you can actually read more up about this, but I'm really excited to go over these tips, and I just know that they're going to be awesome for you guys to implement, and they're really small, tangible things that you can take and actually start doing right away. So, the first one is plan ahead and stick to that plan. So just like you would schedule in something in your calendar that's really important, let's say it's a work meeting, let's say it's brunch with your friends, or it's a dinner out with some family. Just as you would schedule that into your calendar and that you would try your hardest to make those plans, do the same for your workouts. So block that time in your calendar and then protect that time like it's your baby, and just like make it a priority, because essentially the way that I look at it is it's a date with yourself. Like, are you going to stand yourself up, or are you going to stay true to what you said you would do and show up? And this is going to be what will get you those results, is the consistency to showing up. But it's so important to not let ourselves down and to plan ahead, make it a priority, and then just do it. I understand things come up, life happens, but this does make it easier for you to get those workouts in and not use time as an excuse as to why we can't work out. So schedule it in, put it in for half an hour, you guys. You don't need to put a big chunk of time in your calendar. Put half an hour in and just start there and start going and see how you go. Reach out for help if you need it. I would love to talk to you about that, but it's a really good way to just like block your time, protect your time, get in there, get out, and then you're done. Call it a day. The second thing, so tip number 2 is supersets. So combining essentially 2 movements instead of and shortening the rest in between. So for example, let's say we were doing some bicep curls. So we've got our weights and we're going straight into our bicep curls. Let's say we do 10 of those and then straight into some shoulder presses. So no rest in between those movements. And then that would count as 1, and then you could rest, and then you would go again. So back into the bicep curls and then into the shoulder press. You're essentially like targeting a lot of different muscle groups, and you're working if you actually were to time out how long it would take you to, do some bicep curls, put it down, have a rest, pick them back up and do some curls, put it down, have a rest, and then move on to your shoulder presses. Your time that you're actually spending on the workout will be much more. So if you can combine these, really push yourself, and then know that you're getting that rest at the end of that superset, it's a great way that you can speed up your workout, because you can essentially cut it in half and do double the work. I'll let you guys take care of the math on that one, but it's a really good trick just to be able to get in and out and still hit all the muscle groups that are important to you. So I really recommend doing supersets. Tip number 3, avoid distractions. So I don't know about you guys, but how many times do we sit on a machine and maybe we're looking at something to start with, it's exercise related on our phones, but then all of a sudden we're checking our email, or we're replying to a text about something that we're going to later on in the evening. Then we get a phone call and it shuts our music off. And you know where I'm going with this. So it's very easy to get distracted. I would say the main distraction is our cell phone. So a really quick tip for you, swipe up from the bottom, this is on an iPhone anyway, and hit that little airplane thing, because it will allow you to still play your downloaded music on your phone, but it will essentially silence all of your notifications. So it's a really good thing to do and just get focused, and you're there for a purpose. You can scroll on your phone and reply to your emails and your texts when you get home. It's all going to be there waiting for you, I promise you. So while you're in the gym, avoid the distractions, shut it off, and just focus on what you're doing. You're going to perform the exercises a lot better. You're going to be more in tune with what's going on with your body, and you're going to be in and out much quicker than if you sit there distracted on your phone or talking to people or whatever that looks like. So then tip number 4, it kind of ties in, but it's avoid the distractions. So, get in the zone. Plays in with the avoid distractions. So I know a lot of people that they go to the gym and then they see somebody that they know, or maybe that they've met at the gym, and then they're not really in the zone because they're chit-chatting, they're in between sets talking to them. Now, while this isn't a bad thing, I really do just recommend putting that headphone in, keeping your head down, and just get in the zone from the second that you step foot in that gym, because you will be in and out of there in no time. If you're doing a workout at home, getting in the zone is really important, because it's just so easy to have something distract us, or have something, maybe it's easy to take it light, that workout. But if we're in that zone, and from the second that we start that warm up, we're just feeling it, I guarantee you will be quicker, because you're just going to be working harder for the whole time you're there, and you're just really at that peak state of where you need to be to get the most from your workout, and you don't have to then spend hours trying to find a little bit of that sweet spot in that whole amount of time that you've just spent working out. So I hope that one makes sense. It's really just about getting in the zone. If I had to explain that, I would picture it as chuck your hair on top of your head, put those headphones in, and just straight line it for what you're on a mission to do. That's really what I mean by this. Just get super focused and crush what you're about to do. Tip number 5, go during the quiet times. So we all know January 1st, or the first week of January at any gym, is usually packed, and it becomes really difficult to do a workout. Everybody's on your equipment, everybody's on your machines, the parking lot is busy, the change room is packed. It just creates chaos. And so that can be true as well in those busy times and the quiet times during the week. 4, 5, 6 p.m. is usually a really busy time because people are getting off work. So maybe consider switching things up. Maybe you go on your lunch break. Maybe you get up a little bit early and tell yourself, you know what, this week I'm doing early mornings because I want my machines and I want to be in and out of there in a hurry, and I don't want to have to worry about waiting for my stuff or someone getting in my way. So just think about ways while you're scheduling in that time in your calendar, ways that you could maybe mix that up and just take a different approach and go in those outside hours where all those people are not going to be jamming you up and in your way. So I really recommend that one. It will decrease the amount of time that you spend during your workout, and just give it your all while you're in there. The 6th and final tip for just the Tip Tuesday. My friend calls this a hobo bath or a hobo shower, I think. But essentially, if you're short on time, skip the shower, guys. It's not the worst thing in the world. I promise you it will be okay. So I guess what a hobo bath is, it's just kind of washing the areas that were maybe affected during your workout. So there are actually wipes designed for this. So you can buy, cleansing wipes, and you can just wipe your body down. The amount of time that's going to save you versus packing all your stuff in the morning, getting into the shower, getting out of the shower, getting ready. The list goes on. We're just adding such a chunk of time to that whole workout process that it can become really hard to sustain. So think about just taking care of what maybe needs some freshening up before you go on with your day. Or if you are working out at night, maybe just before you hop into bed, taking care of those things that got a little dirty and got a little sweaty. But there's nothing wrong with sometimes skipping that shower and just being natural. Let it go. And, if time is of the essence, which I know we're all busy, so it is important, just maybe consider skipping the shower. Try it once, guys. See how you go. I'm sure that there'll be, in those 6 tips, at least one thing that you can take away that will help you speed up that workout. So I'm just really excited to be able to get on here and share that with you. Please, if you found this valuable, share it with your friends. Tag them in the comments below. Check out the article that I'm going to post, which has a lot more information in it. This was another Just the Tip Tuesday. I'm hearing positive feedback from these. I know that you guys love them, so I'm going to keep them coming. I'm just really excited to be able to get on here and educate, because it's so much more than just being a personal trainer and getting that weight loss results. There's so many more things under the umbrella that we can learn about, and little tips and tricks that we can implement into our life to make it not such a burden. And to get the results, we shouldn't have to feel like we're a slave to all of these things. So I hope that was helpful. I will leave you guys to it. I hope you have an amazing remainder of the week. I hope everybody had an awesome long weekend. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.